Hello and good morning to all. Welcome to your computer class. Well, it is the third part of our revision of our first chapter, that is computer networking. Well, in the previous revision class we have discussed about two protocols, and now here in this class we have to discuss about all the remaining protocols. Now let's start. The first protocol that we have to discuss today is FTP. Well, generally, whenever we share files from our phone or from our computer, we use this protocol, that is FTP. So it means this FTP is generally used whenever you are sharing any file from your device to some other device by using a network. Fine. Now the most important thing, this FTP is a very important tool in internet, because generally in internet, in all the servers, most of the files and documents are stored, and whenever we access these files we simply generate a FTP request to that particular server. It means without this FTP we cannot access files from the server. Fine. Now the first use was that. Secondly, whenever we talk about cloud computing or cloud computers, well, for interacting with the cloud servers or cloud systems, we need this FTP. Fine. Because this FTP will give you some operations like you can upload, download, delete, move or rename the files which are stored on a server. Fine. Now let's read and discuss about this term in detail. So, FTP is a standard internet protocol which is used for the transmission of files between two computers on internet. Fine. In a client-server protocol that establishes two communication channels between the client and the server, a command channel is used for controlling the transmission and a data channel is used for transmitting the data. Fine. It means in this FTP we have two channels. First one is command channel that transmits, that controls the transmission, whereas second one we have data channel. This data channel generally transmits the data. Fine. By using a FTP protocol we can upload, download, delete, move or rename files on the web servers. Now our next web protocol is IMAP, that is Internet Message Access Protocol. Sometimes it is also termed as Instant Message Access Protocol. Well, generally this IMAP is a standard email protocol which is used to store email messages on the same mail server, but it allows user to view or manipulate the messages as if these are stored in their local computers. So in easy words we can say that this IMAP is generally used whenever we are sending mails from one computer to another. In that case, this IMAP will help you to store all your mails in your mailbox. Fine. Then next we have SMTP. Well, SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Now let's talk about sending a mail. So generally whenever we send a mail from one computer to another or from any client to any server, then this SMTP helps us to send that particular mail. Fine. Now SMTP is used when email is delivered from an email client to an email server, or when an email is delivered from one email server to another. Our next term is intranet. Well, this intranet is similar to the term that we have discussed earlier, internet. Well, this intranet is a private network of a particular organization, and this network is only accessible by the individuals of that particular organization. For example, let's talk about the network of computers that we are using inside a particular room or in an office. Well, that local network you cannot access outside that office, so in that case that network can be termed as intranet. Fine. Now let's read and then discuss. An intranet is a private network that allows employees and staff in an enterprise to securely share knowledge and information easily within the company or organization. Fine. So it was all about this term intranet. Well, from this term it is very clear that this intranet is private to a company, it means only the employees or the individuals who are a part of that company can access these networks or their resources. Then next we have this term extranet. Well, let's suppose you are a part of a banking system and you have to access that banking software outside the bank. Well, if we are talking about a bank, then in bank we need a network which must have to be secure. It means it must have to be something like an intranet where only the authorized individuals or the employees can only access that particular network. Well, if you want to access that network outside the intranet, there we can use this term extranet. Fine. Now, this extranet is a wider version of our intranet where we can use that intranet network outside the organization but in between some limited users who have their proper authentications or their proper IDs and passwords. Now, extranet is a private network that leverages internet technology and public telecommunication system to share part of a business information or operations over a secure system with suppliers, vendors, partners, customers or other businesses. Fine? An extranet is often considered part of a company's intranet that is extended to authorized users outside of the organization. Well, with this example, we have to discuss about these two terms, intranet and extranet. Well, over here in this limited range, you can see that we have two computers and some other servers which are connected to create a intranet. Well, this network is limited to a range, but if you connect this intranet with the internet, then it can be accessed outside where other customers or employees can use this network outside the intranet facility. Now it can be termed as an extranet network. Now let's move to our next term, that is network topology. Well, topology means the way of connecting different computers in a network. It refers to the way in which the nodes of a network are linked together physically. Well, if we talk about topologies, then this topology is a method or a way of connecting various computers in a network. In general, we have three basic topologies. These three basic topologies are star topology, ring topology and bus topology. Now, here we end this video. Till then, keep learning, keep supporting us, stay safe and stay healthy. And thanks for watching this video.